Hi guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, it's going to be all of our house projects that we have done in the past couple weeks. We have done quite a few. We started with one and then it turned into a domino effect and just kept going. So we did recessed lighting in the kitchen, in the living room, in the hallway upstairs, over the stairs. We also changed out the ceiling fan in the living room. We painted the kitchen, the pantry, some door trims, all kinds of things. So this is kind of our process and some before and after. So I hope you guys enjoy. We're gonna start in the kitchen. We're redoing the lighting first thing. We're getting rid of this tube light, and we also already took down the ceiling fan that was over the table in the kitchen. But this is our before, and I didn't get any pictures of the process that we kind of went through for this because we had people over the same day that we put these in. But that was before, and then this is after we got the recessed lights in and before we took the tube light down, and then finally, once we took the tube light down, we have all of our recessed lighting in the kitchen, and it is so nice and bright in the kitchen now. I could not be happier. And they are also dimmable, which is a huge plus. Next, we're gonna move on to the living room. Same thing, it's just really dark in our living room and we wanted it to be a lot brighter, and it actually upgraded our home quite a bit. So I wasn't able to take everything out of the living room because we did this at 8 o'clock at night. So I just covered everything that I could and moved what I could, and then we started mapping out our holes and then drilling our holes in the ceiling. For all of the recessed lights that we did the Canless recessed lights. I just ordered them off of Amazon. I can link them below for you guys. But I loved these because they were super simple to install. They're just spring-loaded, so they hold themselves in that hole and then they come into a box and it's just kind of plug and play from there. But I loved that these were flat and totally flush with the ceiling. They look so beautiful. Here are all of our recessed lights in the living room. I could not be happier with all of the lighting. It just made our house so much brighter. This shot, I didn't get a good before of the chandelier over the stairs, but we did remove the chandelier and add recessed lights over the stairs and also one in the hallway. We had one of those dome frosted lights in the hallway, and we went ahead and got rid of that as well. The next thing that we did was we swapped out the ceiling fan in the living room. We wanted one that didn't have a light on it because we added so much light in the room. And we also needed a smaller fan because when it was on, it was flickering in the recessed lights. Since we were on a roll, I decided that I was gonna stain the pantry door. I had some leftover stain from when I did the cabinets when I was pregnant. So I wanted to stain the pantry door to see if I even liked the darker door look, because we have talked about getting new interior doors throughout the house and like a barn door for one of the bathrooms, and we were debating on if we wanted a white door or if we wanted a darker stain. And still am really leaning towards the darker stain color, so I went ahead and painted the pantry door to see if I liked it. Now here's the thing, I loved the door, but once I put it back up, it made our kitchen paint color look way too bright. Also, Anthony added a light in the pantry, so we now have light in there, and now the pantry looks like a hideous mess. It's funny how much that you can see when it's lit. So next I'm just going to empty out the pantry because now we have to paint the pantry, because now that there's light in there, you can see every little nick and a hole in the wall, and it needed to be painted. After I got everything out of the pantry and put in the dining room, I went ahead and numbered these shelves because they're not perfectly fit in this closet, and this closet is not perfectly squared. So I wanted to make sure that I didn't mix up the shelves because it would have been a nightmare trying to put them back where they went because they're all different shapes and they're each cut individually. So each shelf actually has 2 boards, a front and a back. So once I got them all labeled, I'm gonna go ahead and start taking the shelves out and start putting them in the dining room as well. And let me tell you, these shelves were disgusting. We have never had mice in this house, but the previous owner obviously had mice in the pantry, and it shows because there were things in the pantry that I found that I had to clean up that was really, really gross. So I'm glad that we did take this all out because I got to clean in there really well because we store food in there and I don't want any nastiness from mice in my pantry. So here you can see all of the kind of destruction that you can now see because there's a light in the pantry, and this is why we decided we needed to paint the pantry as well. After I got everything out of the kitchen and the pantry, I pulled this trim piece off the wall and sanded it down and spackled it because I didn't want to put it back up there because I just didn't think it made very much sense because we are actually eventually going to put a coffee nook there, not a table. Also, when we pulled everything out, Catco and Indy both love hair ties, and all of these came out from under our fridge. Anthony has started doing the trim work on the new paint color, and I cannot recommend this paint color enough. We wanted to do a deeper gray, but we wanted to keep some green in it, and it was actually kind of hard for us to find a color that we liked. But this color is Evergreen Fog from Sherwin-Williams, and the first coat went on very, very gray, but the second coat you can really see the green, and it just turned out beautiful. So Anthony's gonna go ahead and start the trim work here, and then we'll get to rolling. So this is after the first coat is on. Like I said, the first coat looked a lot grayer than green, but it is a gray-green color. That's a tongue twister. So it was kind of tricking our eye at first, but I do love the color. I think it's absolutely beautiful. This is after the second coat, and you can really see more of that green showing through. And now we're just putting everything back where it goes, putting the dining room back together, and getting the pantry back to where it belongs. So after we got the pantry painted and put the shelves back in, I wanted to rewrap the shelves. It's just contact paper that's on these, and obviously they're not on there very well, but I also didn't like the color at all. So I went ahead and ordered this vinyl self-adhesive contact paper off of Amazon. I'll also link below for you guys. And it matches the door and the cabinets beautifully. This stuff is awesome. It was a little pricier than your typical contact paper, but it was easier to work with because it was thicker. It wasn't quite as finicky. So I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap all the shelves. So once I got them all wrapped, I ended up needing to buy some more contact paper because I didn't have enough, but this is what the shelves looked like when they were done. They are absolutely stunning. The pantry smells a lot better too, which I'm glad that I got that nasty contact paper out of there because it is such a small room. but I think these turned out beautiful. They look like real stained boards. All right, guys, time for the big reveal. I thought I would show you one more kind of before shot of what the kitchen paint color looked like before we painted, and then all of the afters. I think our kitchen turned out absolutely beautiful. My husband, as always, did an amazing job on the lighting, the paint, just all of the nitty-gritty things that he had to do to get everything ready and get it all done. It looks amazing. I really could not be happier with how all of our house projects turned out. The paint color is perfect, the lighting is perfect, our house is so much brighter and so much more updated. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned because this corner in the kitchen is not gonna be this for much longer. We're actually putting in a coffee nook, and I could not be more excited about it. So I'll be doing a dedicated video to the coffee nook, and as always, I will link everything that I can below for you guys. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in our next one. Bye.